ladies and gentlemen.
I was on the way to the bathroom. That's why I had a beer, but I didn't make it to the bathroom. Okay, this is overwhelming. So, nerve. This takes a lot of nerve. So anyway, it was 4th of July. Is this my size? Okay. It was 4th of July, and someone just broke up with me, so I was feeling a little bit down. And bored because I was stuck in Manhattan, and it's 4th of July, and I really hate being stuck in the city during the holidays, and I hate when people say, I love it, it's so quiet. Ooh, I love New York when it's quiet. I'd rather be at the fucking beach, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. So anyway, so someone just broke up with me, I was feeling down, I'm stuck in the city. My friends were also all gone because they have money so they can go away. Another story. But anyway, so my friends from work say, hey, we're going out, do you want to go out? And I said, yeah, that sounds cool, I'll go to brunch. We go to brunch, and coffee is boring. So 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm still really bored. I'm just really restless. I'm a restless person in general, so I'm just like, fuck, I'm fucking bored. I'm annoyed. Let's drink. So we go to Soho, and my friends are like, let's go to Soho. We go to Soho. We find this bar. It's kind of like tapas and sangria. I hate sangria. But anyway, it has like this whole like window to like floor to, I don't know what I'm talking about. A window top to bottom. So anyway, you can see everything. It's all glass. So I'm sitting there drinking a margarita, blah, blah, blah. And fire happens. So it's kind of like Soho, but on the edge of like Chinatown. I don't know if that's significant. So these fire engines start pulling up, and I have my camera with me. I'm a photographer, so I'm just like, oh, I'm going to go see what's happening. So I walk out, and I'm like taking a couple photographs. I don't see that many fires, so I don't know. I was kind of excited. I can't explain why I was excited, but I was. But maybe this is leading up to it. So I started taking some pictures, but then nothing really happens. So then the guys are like packing up back in their fire engine truck or whatever. And I'm walking back to get a drink to go back meet my friends. I'm kind of just strolling back, and I see this guy, and he's a fireman, and he's huge, and he's got these big arms, and he's really tall and big, and he's a fucking man. And I'm like, holy shit! And this is the first time I ever felt like this. Like, if they're not like wafy, thin, and a little bit effeminate, I usually don't look. So this kind of like totally got me off guard. And it was like these like, I was like, wow, I'm a fucking woman and you're a man. I was like, ah! And he's like big. And I was like, oh my God, just like, I want to fuck him. And I was like, what? Like, this never happens to me. I'm like very kind of like mellow. Like, I like to get to know somebody. And I'm like walking back to the bar, and I don't even think I've ever flirted, so I'm not really sure what I did, but I think it was kind of like, like, that's not attractive. Like, I don't know what I just did, but I don't think that was attractive. Anyway, I go, so embarrassed. So he was hot, like really hot, and he's a New York fireman. I mean, ladies, hello. I don't care what your type is. I think we all have a fantasy. So I walked back into the bar, tapas thing, and I'm like, oh my God, I was kind of like shaky and like flushed. I'm like, whoa. This is new to me. I don't know what was going on. So I like sit down, and my friend goes, fuck, you're like fucking red. I'm like, what? Like as if I did something. I'm like, oh, Anyways, I'm looking out, and I'm looking for this fireman, and they're all packing up. I'm like, where's that guy? And then she sees me looking out. She's like, whoa, you looking at that guy? I'm like, oh, that guy? No. And he's like, hey. And I'm like, whoa. And then she's like, oh, my God, I'm so going to give him your number. I'm like, oh, my God, please don't do that. Here's my card. And so she runs out. Not a line. I never do this. She runs out, and she gives him the card. I'm like, oh, my God, I'm so fucking mortified. And so the big guy gets back in his truck, and he looks into the bar, which is with the big windows. He's like, hey, Bridget, I'll call you. And I'm like, oh, hey. And I'm like, oh, my God. And I'm like hiding. And it was like, no offense, it was like a total gay bar. So I was like, woo! And I'm like, oh, my God, that's so awesome. And I'm like, oh, this is so funny. I'm kind of artsy. And he's so not artsy. And I'm like, this is fucking hot. Anyway, I got to probably go faster than this to get to the point. But so anyway, it was like 4th of July. So this really long weekend happens. I'm like, oh my God, I think I gave him like my card with my like work number, and I'm not at work, so this is not gonna happen. So I get to work, and I get these like, there's like about 8 messages. Hey, Bridget, it's Brad Wood. I'm like, whoa. So like all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, like I'm not used to, like I like to hide behind text and emails, and I'm very timid. And I'm like, this guy's like fucking calling me. It's like a sales call. So I'm like, what do I do? So I pick up the phone. I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'll just call, like old school. I'll call him back on a phone. So I call him back. Hey, Brad, this is Bridget. I met you. Yo, Bridget, why didn't you call me? I went, no, we could. Oh, no, you have my work number. That was my work number, and I wasn't at work. Okay, yeah, what are you doing tonight? Tonight? What? Anyway, this goes on for a while. I'm not used to being put on the spot. I like to really like he didn't wait 2 days or 3 days or act coy. It was kind of like, I am fucking hungry, horny, where are you? And I was like, ah! So then finally I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm here. So I'm like, okay. And he's like, okay, so where do you live? I'm like, Carroll Gardens, nowhere. Okay, I'm gonna pick you up. I'll drive over and pick you up in my car. In your car? I haven't been picked up in a car since my prom in Pennsylvania. But that's hot. So I'm like, oh, like in a car? Okay. Tweet. Okay. Got a minute. So anyway, I guess that's the point. So I'm not sure what the point is, but I'm sorry. But so the same night that he just asked me where I was, and it's all happening really fast, I'm not used to that. So there was no lead up. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm standing on my stoop, and I see him like park, and I see him walk home. He's got these big big hands. I'm like, wow, it's so hot. And so anyway, I'm like standing like on the 3rd step. I'm like, ooh. And he's like, hey. I'm like, hey. And he picks me up, turns me around. I'm like, oh, this is not gonna last very long. Anyway, so I'm like, okay. He's like, blue collar, red blood, fucking male. We're not gonna do like a wine bar in Carroll Gardens. So what do I have left? I'll take him to a Italian restaurant. So we go. And so basically I say, I'm just going to get wine. And he's like, okay, wine for her. And I'm going to get a gin and Sprite, put a couple cherries in there. And I'm like, oh, God, this is, no, this might not work out. And I'm like, oh, this could be funny. I'll tell my kids, oh, you know, your dad had to wean him off of alcoholic Shirley Temples. Was funny. So I was going there. I was trying. And so I said, oh, I'm a photographer. How did you get into, fire manage? It's hot. And he says, blah, 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 blah. And I asked him where he's from. He said Staten Island. He got mad because I thought he was from the Far Rockaways. Anyway, long story short, and I think I might be cut off, so this could keep going. But anyway, he came to my house to drop me off and said, he was walking me upstairs. I said, what are you doing? He says, I like to watch TV after dinner. What? Who the fuck are you? And then all of a sudden, everything went out the window, like my sexual attraction, everything. I'm like, you'd like to fucking watch TV? What? So anyway, long story short, he's saying everything. I gotta watch TV, I gotta take a piss before I ride home, back to Staten Island. And I said, oh, you know what, dude? You got fucking nerve. You got it. Bye-bye. Let's just call it a night. We got nothing in common. And he says, no, seriously, Bridget, I gotta get up there. Why? I gotta see if your apartment's up to code. Long story short, I will keep it fucking PG, but I let him up. I'll stop there.
Bridget, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God. Bridge, thank you.